Hey, Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. It's me, Christelle Martinette, with a reading for you for the year 2021. And I wanted to bring this out when the solstice is here, because the solstice is a time when we go through a portal in many ways. It's a time when we look to see what is possible to see for our future and when we make magic. And so my way of making magic, Taurus friends, is to offer you these readings for the year 2021. Put up your feet like the intro says and enjoy it. Enjoy it. I'll be back. I will be back. I will be back. All right. So let's see. I have here the Lenormand card, which is an oracle card deck. And those of you who have seen my peek into the following year playlist, every year in December, I upload predictions for the following year. You'll notice that I use a spread with the Lenormand card called the Mini Grand Tableau that I'll be using again today. Let's see, Taurus. Let's see what's in store for you, Taurus. All right, let's see. Let me take a quick scan here. Okay. Now, I'm going to go through a trimester. So the first 3 months of the year. The first 3 months of the year, Taurus, we have a brilliant beginning. The sun here. Very, very brilliant. And the sun in this deck is far hotter and greater and shining brighter than the tarot sun. And after a great beginning in the month of January, the first 2 weeks, maybe the third week into the fourth week of January is when things start changing. You start to see that everything is not all roses, and you take off those rose-colored glasses because you think, okay, I thought I was sitting pretty. I thought I was doing well. All of the sudden, the beginning of a new year with a bang. And then you do have towards February, beginning of February, the first week, really, or in the last week of January, you start feeling you understand where your road ahead lies, what path to take, and what momentarily put you off guard and made you think just for a moment and be afraid for some reason. But then, I have to say that your greatest strength, you realize in this trimester, January, February, March, Taurus, that love is your greatest strength, and it is the power of love. I'm not only talking about love between a couple. No, I'm seeing that you become awakened to the idea that love is all around, and it is a spiritual gift that you can give others, that you actually can put it on a plate and give. And there is a mutual strength in giving because it comes to you. And this is something you start to understand in the first 3 months of the year. The second trimester, April, May, and June. April, May, and June, here too, the beginning of April is when you start seeing sort of shadows everywhere. You're thinking that there might be traps that people have placed for you, and you try to sidestep them. But that is when that gives way to the notion that when I am in a place that I can call my home, not necessarily where it's my home, but where my past lies, where my parents used to live, where my elders, my ancestors used to go. That is going to make me feel more grounded. And so you do take, many of you will be going to cemeteries to pay your respects and things like that. It's as if you need it. You feel like you need it. And then towards the month of June, the end of May, June, what happens here is that you feel that there's a decision that you have to make, a decision regarding your future and how you want that future to look, how you want that future to develop. And not only, it's in line with the notion of being faithful to your ideals and your goals. By no means, Taurus, will you ever, when I spoke of a decision, by no means, you never want to change one path for the other. You are very headstrong in believing that when I make a decision, and I'm talking about 2021, I want to keep that path. What kind of a man could I be? What kind of a woman would I be if I just up and left and changed things? People depend on me. You're a person who takes on their responsibilities, often far too many. And here I see that a decision is going to be made in terms of how you want a relationship to develop in a more enriching way for you. Almost as if you want the couple to be even closer, to marry, something that will tie a strong knot and bond between you. You want to show that you're ready to do anything to keep the relationship together. Then I have the trimester, July, August, and September. And when we hit July, we do feel mostly that our sense of security is the most important thing for us. We need to focus on that. We need to focus on that in relation to a woman, because if you're a person who's involved in a relationship with a woman who would like to have a family, well, then you do your utmost to make sure that that's possible for them, or try to go ahead with that person's plans. But in any case, the notion of security and feeling secure is high on your list at the beginning of that trimester, July, August, and September. We're getting into August, and this is where the difficulties pop up. It looks like as if you perhaps are not in agreement with someone as to how we can travel, where we can go, what kind of vacation will it be possible to have. And this is something that is not momentarily, it will be not a rupture, but an argument that you will have. You won't see eye to eye with someone. But the bond is very strong. There is an extremely strong bond. And the communication is open, and that as it flared up, then it will die down. Then we're at the fourth trimester, October, November, and December. And there's a surprise for you starting in October. There is a surprise. There's a surprise in terms of your being in the public. Something, either you win something and it is being publicized and people know and find out, something like that, or you have made a career jump and it is publicized, or everyone finds out about it, but something happens in the public that surprises you in the sense that you didn't expect. Whoops, my card just fell on the ground. Just a second, I'll pick that up. One of my first trimester cards fell. I was trying to escape. Now, the idea of the fourth trimester, as I was saying, there is this sense of getting recognition. That's what I was looking for, recognition, but more on a public basis, being publicly recognized for merit. For merit. And it surprises you when the news comes out. And this is right at the beginning of that trimester, October. Then we have in August, sorry, in November, when November, maybe halfway through November, it is in the heart of November. There is the end of something that is so dear to you, is so dear to you. It has to do with either a relationship that you have with a male or a relative, a parent, a friend. It is a male that you saw little of, but then you know that there's something ending there, and that will be announced in that period, October, November, December. And it will be the heart of November towards the end as well. And there's going to be a commemoration of this person. And you're going to think here, this is a moment in time at the end of 2021 when you really start looking back and looking at that movie of your life, and what was that movie like for me. So you're going to be very pensive. Yes, very pensive. Now, I'm going to take every single card and read it in relation to its house, because there are many different houses that represent areas in your life. Right off the bat, the area that concerns endings and beginnings has a beautiful sign. Something needs to finish. Taurus, it needs to finish before you open another door. And it is a lovely, 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 extremely lovely door that opens for you the year of 2021. You come into your own. You feel that finally you're recognizing yourself for the first time, and you feel good about it. It makes you feel good. And in the area of surprises, not all surprises are going to be good and pleasant. They're going to be insidious. At times you won't even believe that something is happening, but it will be surprising you. Surprises can be good and can be bad, but all in all, the surprises that I'm seeing for you hide a sort of a hidden insidiousness or a trap for you. Now, the endings, the complete endings here is your idea, your perspective that we really don't have 100% security, that at any moment in time, and this is what a very big lesson that you learned, Taurus, in 2021, at any moment in time, the rug can be taken from under our feet, and you will, right before you know it, and so you start adopting a new, different philosophy of life. Now, the area of oral communication is going to be a surprise. Far differently from the past, you're going to use your voice and your oral communication to get points across where in the past you would have never done that. And it's under a lucky star, this oral communication, because it will bring you far, far ahead in your aims, goals, and objectives. Then we have work and livelihood. Work and livelihood, we're going to see. One day it'll be okay. One day it won't. One day you love your work. One day I can't take it anymore. And you'll be looking for work regularly. And all in all, this at the end of the year 2020, you're going to come away with a balance in that sense. After making that survey, after carrying out that survey all year, you're going to feel that, I'm in the right place for now, Then your sense of security, as we said, you will have a different philosophy in relation to your sense of security, but also in relation to what you call home. Home can be anywhere you want it to be. It's not necessarily just four walls, and you will understand that this year, that year 2021. Then guidance here. Guidance for you will come from a woman. Could be a relative, could be a friend, could be a very close significant other, but it will be a person who's older than you, in any case more mature than you, and they'll be able to guide you. The year also has to do around the area concerning matters of the home. Matters of the home will be sort of played out in the public. Things that happen in the home will, for some reason, be communicated out in public. Perhaps, this is an example, you have to sell a house and you're going to be talking about the people who used to live in that house. That's an example. Then the area of public life. Your public life, like I said, and I've given you hints before this, it's under a lucky star here too. This is where you shine. You're going to be out in the public more often than not, Taurus, this year. Then the area of obstacles. The obstacles in your life in 2021 will be every decision you are being called to make. That will be problematic for you because you don't want to make the decisions. But that is the only obstacle that you will have, making decisions. Then we have the area of actual decisions. And like I said, they are linked, and that is what's going to cause you difficulty. When you're being called to make a decision, that is going to be very difficult for you. And the area of nuisances and problems, here there's an end to it. Nothing, no small issue, no nuisance will even faze you, because you know and you've experienced this year that there are greater problems than the small stuff. So now we are in the area of something hidden. Something hidden is love. That love that you have kept for so long, now is the year that it's going to emerge. It's going to emerge, as I said before, you're going to learn to give it. You're going to be more expansive with your emotions. Now, matters of written communication, this is your strong point. This is what you like to do the most this year. I'll give you an example. You have to sell furniture. You have to sell things. You're not going to spread the word. You're going to put it on eBay, writing, in other different areas where you can sell things. So it's through the written medium of communication that you are more, you feel more self-confident. Now, a man's influence, your male influence, that is where the heart is. You're very balanced the year 2020 in your female side and male side, but 2021 is going to have your heart go out for a male, either a relative who has passed or a friend who's no longer with you, but that's where your heart is going to be extending most. Then the female influences in your life will be coming to you in relation to a male. You're going to be closer to a female because of a male, either because you both have the same memories. That's an example. But that's how it's going to work for you in the year 2021. Taurus, I do hope this was of help to you. Have a great holiday season. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Namaste, or Happy Hanukkah. Happy everything. Namaste until we read together again. Bye-bye.